Hey, it's Joey, and welcome to the first episode of Let's Listen, where you and I actively listen to a song together. And I know that because of streaming, it's just really easy to have music playing in the background the entire day while you go about doing work or, studying, driving, in the gym, running or whatever. But I think we need to do more conscious listening to music. And I think that's kind of gone by the wayside just because, again, streaming is so ubiquitous and you basically have the entire world's music catalog on your phone now. But it also pays to focus your attention on the music that you're listening to, especially if it's something that is very complex and there's a lot to be gleaned from picking out like the individual instruments and also the meaning behind the song. So in this first episode, I think it would be a really, really good step in the right direction to pick an artist who has a lot of meaning in her songs and also comes up with some very complex arrangements that are very, very interesting. Even if you're listening to a song from like 10 or 15 years ago, it still sounds pretty fresh today. And that artist is Bjork, and this is her album Homogenic. This came out in 1997. Yeah, iconic Alexander McQueen photo here. And the song I'm picking for this one is Joga. Now, I was around 14 years old when this came out, and the first time I heard it on the radio in NU 107 here in Manila, it just sounded unlike anything else that was on the radio at the time. It was a rock radio station, of course, but when you have Bjork side by side, like an alternative rock or a grunge band, it still sounds heavy, but the instrumentation isn't. And that's really what kind of drew me in to the entire, not just the mystique of her, but to her production process, as well as her palettes when it comes to decisions for using synthesizers and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's basically just been like this almost, I guess, over 2 decade discovery process for me, just figuring out what goes on inside Björk's head, and I doubt I'll ever really get to the bottom of it. But yeah, it's been a really, really fun journey so far. So I picked Joga just because it's one of my favorite songs from Björk. You have all of these synthetic elements merged with more traditionally recorded instruments such as strings, which you'll hear a lot on this record, as well as Björk's vocals, which are unmistakable. So just having those elements together, which are on the opposite ends of the production spectrum, something very, very synthesized and something very, very organic, having them exist together creates a sort of tension within the record. And that tension is present all throughout Bjork's entire discography. You can go on Spotify and listen to everything from the first album all the way up to the most recent one, and you will find that tension in there. And for me, that's what makes her music so interesting and so enthralling. And even though this is a song that came out, in 1997, so it's 24 years old. It's 2021 right now. When I listened to it again just the other day, there were new things that I was picking out from it. So I hope in this active listening session, you'll be able to pick out some new things as well if you've heard the song before. So yeah, active listening. Put away your phone. You can also just close your eyes or just gaze into the distance or something. What I want you to do after is to just go to the comments. Let me know what you think of this song. If this is the first time you're hearing it, let me know what you think. If you've heard this a million times before, let me know if there's something new that you picked out through this active listening exercise. Okay? So let's head on over to the turntable and let's pop this in.
incident that happened. Follow the dot. Coincidence makes sense only with you. You don't have to speak. I feel emotional landscapes. They pass on me. The little gets old, and you push me up to this state of emergency. How beautiful to be state of emergency is where I want to be. All that no one sees, you see what's inside of me. Every nerve that hurts, you heal deep inside of me. Ooh, you don't have to speak. I feel